Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So listen, you guys, sometimes you'll be wondering, why do people from other African countries, the foreigners that come in South Africa, why do they like to stay in South Africa when in the same breath they are calling South Africans xenophobic? People will be saying the most xenophobic Africans in Africa are South Africans. But if you have to ask any African in Africa, which country would you like to go and stay in or live in, they will say South Africa. And it's like, how? You want to go and live in a most xenophobic country in Africa? Doesn't that contradict itself? Okay, we are so xenophobic that all of them want to come here. I don't get it, okay? I think it's a lie. I think that South Africa is the most welcoming country in the whole entire Africa and in the whole entire world. They just won't admit it, okay? It's just that we don't stand the nonsense, okay? Once you start with the nonsense, that's when we're like, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It's the nonsense. The nonsense, it's the nonsense. The problem is that even though us, just the normal people, will be saying, you see now, you are starting with the nonsense, our government will be doing the opposite. When you start with the nonsense and us, just the normal citizens, are saying you are starting with your nonsense now, you need to go back to your country, our government will be looking in the big books to see how they can keep you in this country. You see? That is the problem. And that is another reason why the foreigners that like to break the rules like to come to South Africa, because they know that we have the kind of government that we have, where when the person is breaking the rules and breaking the law, they'll be opening the big books to see how can we save this foreigner that is breaking the law. Okay, how can we keep this person in the country and also make them very, very comfortable? Because that's just how our government run this country. Okay, but we don't want to hear that argument of the South Africans are the most xenophobic Africans in the whole of Africa, because if we were, the foreigners wouldn't be coming here, because Africa is very, very big. There are many, many places to go to, but a lot of people are walking to where? To South Africa, because what? We are very, very welcoming. One day you guys will need to admit it, okay? One day you guys need to admit it. We are very, very, very good to our fellow Africans when they are here and they are not causing trouble. But nobody wants to admit that. But once we start to say, listen, we are sick of your nonsense, go back home, that's when you guys start saying we are xenophobic. Anyway, let's talk about Chidimma's mother. Chidimma's mother, the last story that I did, she was saying, listen, how dare you put me on house arrest even though I've broken the law? I don't want to be on house arrest. And when I did that story, you guys, I did say, you guys, next time I come and I do a Chidimma's mother's story, I promise you, the next time I do that story, I'm going to be telling you that the government, the justice system has decided to give this woman what she wants. And what has the justice system done? It has given her what she wants. So the Eyewitness News is reporting, they are saying the court has relaxed some of Chidimma Adetchina's mother's bail conditions. And that's what she was asking for. She was like, listen, I'm out on bail, but do I need to have all of these conditions that you have put on me? It was her. She was still in the country. She just had some strict conditions. She was like, nah, you know, I mean, in my Adidas in courts, do I need those conditions? That's what she was saying. Okay. After hearing her testimony and that of an immigration control officer, the magistrate decided to give her some flexibility. In South Africa, we gave her flexibility. The woman who is being accused of stealing someone's identity, okay, has been given some flexibility. The person whose identity was stolen had no flexibility for years and years and years and years no flexibility whatsoever in their life. Because in South Africa, you cannot function without a birth certificate. In South Africa, you cannot function without an ID. So that family, that mother had no birth certificates, had no ID for years, and so could not function flexibly in their own country. Okay, provided it was a South Africa, but it should have been a South Africa. But other people are saying it was a very, which was the surname? But, they're saying the person cannot be South African because the surname is Zimbabwean, what. It's a long story, you guys. But she is South African because she stole the identity so that she can become South African. You understand what I'm saying? But the point is, the magistrate has decided to relax the conditions, make them more flexible. This is South Africa, I'm telling. Cape Town Annabella Rungo, the mother of a former SA finalist Chidimma Adetchina, has had part of her bail conditions relaxed. She appeared in the Cape Town Magistrate Court on Wednesday. After hearing her testimony and that of an immigration control officer, the magistrate decided to give her some flexibility. She is allowed to leave her home, but has to be back at 9 p.m. curfew. Listen, you guys. Every woman that is over 40 has to be back home after 9. Okay? Because you can't be out there having hot flashes after 9 at night. Okay? Your hot flashes has to get you at home. Okay? So if you give a woman of that age a curfew of 9 p.m., have you really given them a curfew? I mean, if you tell me, Tando, you have to be at home at 8 p.m., like, I'm looking at you like, yeah, and... you know. I mean, she will also be able to attend any other legal proceedings outside of the case. Runga has been under strict house arrest since February after she was arrested for remaining in the country despite her ID being revoked in September last year. She'll be back in court in September. So this whole thing is just crazy. Like, you remained in the country after you were told that you are not supposed to be in the country. Then you get arrested and then they're like, remain here. Because that's what you did after you were told you are not supposed to be here. And you're like, but I don't want to be here, not under your conditions. I want to be able to move around. But I don't even blame this Miss Rungo person. I don't blame. I know she's arrogant and because there's a fly. I need to get this fly when I get her. And it's a she. The way it's bothering me, it's a she. I know. When I get this fly, I'm telling you. But anyway, getting back to Rungo. I don't even blame this Miss Rungo, you guys, because listen, if the magistrate says it's okay, then it's okay. Okay? Because, I mean, it's the justice system. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before we're going to share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngenithanda kakhulu.